morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see if we can get some folks in here today. We're going to talk about, people like Granny and let's see, CJ and the Fook and Liars around here. But we're really going to talk about what we can do about it. And but I'm tired of talking around it and talking, without saying their names because I'm trying to protect my channel or, I'm just being me. But at the same time, I mean, I don't want to be in all this crap. But I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of what y'all do. And Brittany, I saw you were here earlier. I don't know if you're back. Hey, Table Talk. No, you're not blocked. Never been blocked. Flame, good to see you. CLM, good to see you. You're going to watch. Thanks. Yeah, we're going to have a great stream today. Yes, we are. Hey, Amber, good to see you. I hope you're feeling great. Shalima, good to see you. Flame, good to see you. Penny for your thoughts. Hello, good to see you. CLM, yeah, thanks for the that. I found that song today and I thought it was just very fitting for this topic. Hey, Dippity Doo. Hey, Trisha. Oh, there's Brittany. Hey, she is here. Amber, I never know what's going, but I'm here to support. Yeah, I don't really tell anybody what I'm going to do on my channel because nobody's got time for that. Everything is a shit show. It is, Dippity Doo. It's good to see you over here today. It's good to see everybody. When I say that to some people, not everybody, that's not how I mean it. It's just I don't want to keep repeating my same words. Yeah, CLM's tired, but some of these people, like I haven't seen Dippity Doo around in a while. So yeah, and no more missed me yesterday when I didn't go live for my Sunday morning live. Yeah, I just didn't know what to talk about yesterday. And I had a lot of this bullshit from the community going through my mind. And, I just was like, it's hard to come on here and be upbeat and positive all the time when you've heard a lot of crap going down. And it's, and then, if I come on here and I'm talking about positivity, I have my, 15 people who love me who still come in. But other than that, nobody wants to come over. So I don't know. I'm just going to speak my mind a little bit today, but there are some things we can do about this. And I hope we can all agree on that. How you doing, Craftastic? Yeah, welcome to everybody today. Nat A, sorry about your loss. Tennessee lost. My Razorbacks lost, and they fired one of their coaches, but I don't have any hope for the future this season anyway. I don't know what all is going on, but what little I know. Oh, so here's one thing. So let's see. I think it was Saturday night. I go to bed 9:30, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock most nights. And then 10-ish, over the weekend I was in bed because I have to get my sleep and I wake up in the morning. So that's what I do. But I clicked on yesterday morning, whatever day it was, that Granny was screaming and yelling. Or was that when she was screaming and yelling on George? I'm not sure. But the night she was on CJ's for 6 hours and 26 minutes, I think, almost 6.5 hours. I clicked on there and she was talking about T. Adams and saying that that she had even turned down money from T. Adams or some bullshit about telling T. Adams she didn't need any money. Well, I called T. Adams and I don't have permission. I haven't talked to T. Adams. Can I, share this? She's at work right now and I just thought about it. But I'm not going to give you specifics, but she said that's not true. So, I mean, y'all you do is lie, Granny. You just lie all the time. And you've lied about me. And I heard that you said I was buying subs because all of a sudden, I got a lot of subscribers. It's not like all of a sudden you don't watch my channel. You don't know what I'm doing over here. And I don't have to explain myself, but I'm not going to threaten getting my channel shut down by buying subscribers, which is against TOS. It's one of the first things you're told. I might do other TOS violations by accident or something, but I'm certainly not going to buy subscribers. I mean, that's about as dumb as dumb a fucking thing you can do, especially when I'm getting subscribers. I mean, I'm not getting a lot of people in my live streams, no, but I'm still not going to buy people to come in here. No, if I'll either end up getting a lot of people or I won't, but that's not up to you, Granny. You're just used to people liking, buying likes and views and subscribers and all that stuff. Yes, and see the thing with that Trisha is she was coming at me when I was going at Natasha months ago, over a year ago. As I have not done any Natasha stuff since some other people started coming at me, and people were like, they're tired of Natasha and all. Okay, I'm getting away from drama. I haven't done anything on that. But my channel was growing and I didn't know. People were trying to tell me that she was talking shit about me in the background. And I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. We would text every now and then, mostly me. I mean, I texted her more. And yeah, thanks, Dippity Doo. I know. Please like this video so maybe some more people will see it and come in. And then I find out, because Angela released all this stuff, that Granny was talking shit about me. I mean, I had been warned by some people, but they wouldn't give me proof. And I didn't want to believe it. I wanted to think. I didn't know. I was new around here back then, and I didn't know all this back. I didn't know people did this shit. I try to help my friends, but when somebody's a pathological liar like Granny is, there's no way to combat that. Hey, Whisper, you were purchased as my subscriber? Right. No, I don't have any money I got paid today, 2 months. It took me 2 months this time to get a paycheck. Now this month I've earned enough. This month I've earned enough that I will get a paycheck next month, unless something happens. But I mean, I've earned over the 100. But it took me 2 months to get the paycheck I'm getting today. Both months were really close to 100. But you don't get paid till you get to 100. And I'm getting, I spend this. I'm not even going to tell you because I don't want everybody to know what programs I use. But I use programs, and I use a business that helps me with my content. It's mostly AI generated that helps me with keywords and stuff like that. Yeah, Dippity Doo, me too. I've left a lot of people. They talk shit to try to drag you down and take you off. Yeah, and see, that gets me off of, and they figured that out. What happens is it gets me off of my game when I'm here, when I listen to the drama, when I hear my name, when I hear them talking about somebody who I care about, when I hear them talking lies. You can tell when somebody's lying and they don't have any self-control. And it knocks me off my game, because then I'm in here trying to go, well, and also my confidence level has never been like Granny's, where I can just, think that I hung the moon and everything. No, I don't feel, that's not how I ever feel. And so it takes a lot for me to feel confident in what I'm doing. And when I was doing all that stuff with Natasha, I felt a lot of confidence. I had people coming in and everything. Granny busted that up because she was trying to tell people. Now, I don't think she ruined my channel, because my channel's not dead. But TT was right in that she ruined my live streaming because of a lot of stuff. I hate to give her any credit for that, but I mean, yeah, on your own free will. Just to understand. Yeah, and then yesterday, apparently, Granny, because I heard it over on TT's when they were showing it, she's over there screaming. You talk about no self-control. That's a problem. How do you deal? So here's what we're here to do. How do you deal with this shit, right? How do you deal with it? Well, let's look at this. Here's the first thing. If you're if somebody's gossiping about you, the best thing you can do is ignore them, right? You just ignore it. they'll get tired of it. They'll, if I leave Granny alone long enough, usually she won't speak my name, but then I hear her speak my name. And I had Juror and Amber going at me one day because Juror said I ghosted her and didn't email her back when I did in the middle of my dog, in the middle of me deciding and taking my dog to be put down. So, I mean, yeah, she was out of control. Have some self control, people. And the behind the scenes, see, I'm not behind the scenes. I'm not, hey, JL, I'm not in any of these little groups of people. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm not in Discord. I'm not in mod chats. I've never been in that stuff. Thank God. But, that's what everybody, Cassandra, I'm not sure if I said, hey, but hey, if you're the victim of nasty gossip, you may want to set the record straight with those who matter. Now, that's just those who matter. I've just got some notes here. Don't pour gasoline on the gossip by talking about it, which I'm doing right now. I understand. And I'm putting a target on my back for Granny and CJ and those people to come at me again. Go ahead. I'm going to ignore it. You have done so many things to me that I've never even, CJ, I've never done anything to you at all. Granny, yeah, I made some funny videos about you and your cone head bush on the ground, and also the Monostat station, which you didn't even get. And then the first video I made about you, an infomercial, was funnier than shit. And really, they don't get that many views, like 100 views, So if you want to talk about them, nobody would even see them. So, really? Yeah, I don't know what happened to Juror. We were supposedly friends, but then I didn't like her saying that Granny had a great live when she had just drugged me for 30 minutes. This was a few months back. And I blocked one of her channels. And then she emailed me wanting to know, I was in she just goes, I was in your chat today. I guess you missed me. And I saw that she said that. And I thought to myself, yeah, because I blocked you. And then the next time I went live, she came in there under her other account. And then I blocked her after the live was over. But for her to go on there and say that I ghosted her like she's my girlfriend, no, I don't have a girlfriend. And it certainly isn't you. You don't even live in my country. But yeah, this make up lies just to get attention and just to have their live stream, and they get all these people in there and everybody's throwing memberships at them and everything, and woohoo, it's all a lot of fun, but leave me out of it, because I don't base my worth on how many people come in my chat, how many people send me, how many people are members, how many people view my content. That's just not me. I have a lot more things that I've achieved in my life that are way more important than if I have, 100 members or 10. It's not, yeah, I need the money, but it's not that big of a deal. And so, now she can't even say monetization. Yeah, and liking's gross. And why anybody wants to be over there and hang out with that piece of shit is just, I don't understand. And I don't normally call people names like that. I just, what he just did to Amber, dropping her off at the airport, supposedly, maybe it's just a rumor. I don't know. Yes, boundaries are good. Boundaries are something that everybody needs to have. We talked about that over here. We talk about this stuff over here. We don't normally talk about this shit that goes on over here because I don't want to be part of it. But I'm sick of this. The best way to handle fake rumors is to confront them whenever you hear them. Confront them, yes, but I don't know. I don't know, because with these people, it doesn't even work. Hey, toxicity. Yeah, I'm kind of fired up today. Hey, no more. That's according to science. According to what we've seen on here with pathological liars, eventually confronting the source or the people speaking rumors about you will cease to do so, even more so if you do it in front of others because they feel called. So go on. I mean, I'm going to come on here and say, stop spreading lies about me. Stop telling people how terrible I am. If people don't know me by now, They will never, never, never know me. I don't even know how that goes, those words, but stop it. You're dumb. I mean, my channel has nothing to do with, well, it's got very little to do with crama anymore. Today it does. So Cassandra says, I started figuring out jurors suspecting how self-absorbed she really is and easily manipulated. She sold herself well, but the truth always eventually prevails. Maybe they'll reflect, but not holding my breath. Yeah, I mean, and exactly. I've had her on my channel and stuff. I went on her channel one time. Me and her, she and I on panel by invitation. It's ignorant. And, you know, for somebody to say, just to start some shit with all the people over there, all those people, I don't even have a group. Like, I'm not in this side or that side. Gossip, rumors, and bad mouthing others is a bad look for you if you're doing it. It's a bad look for you. And Granny, you lied about cancer. Why do people even believe your mouth? You lied about cancer. It destroys your reputation, is toxic to culture, and it's cruel, shitty behavior. Cruel and shitty behavior. And I talk all the time over here about not being cruel. You can go at somebody without being cruel. I've done it over here. To be cruel is to do things that are lies, to hit below the belt. You're just gross. She let Granny talk about everyone. Yes, and then that live that yesterday, I don't like to go over there. I mean, after what juror pulled on me, I mean, I'm just like, no, I'm unsubscribed. Like, I don't know she's live, but after she was live, I clicked over there once. I know toxicity. Another benefit of steering clear of it's toxic behavior. It stops, if you steer clear of the toxic behavior, your mood will be better, you'll feel better, and you won't get hemorrhoids. I mean, you can get, like, stress causes hemorrhoids because it causes problems in your digestion. And it might cause some cankles or some weight gain because the stress hormones. Your body goes into fight or flight all the time. I mean, the way you were screaming and yelling, Granny, that's got to cause you to have hemorrhoids. Spreading rumors or gossip may feel exciting to some people, but it's cruel, Granny and CJ. It's mean to talk about other people and judge them regardless of whether or not you like that person. When you allow yourself to indulge in this kind of behavior, it creates social and behavioral patterns for you that add more negativity and drama to your life. It's like I always say, Amber says, it's like I always say, there's far too many people who get joy. Yes, they get joy from it, Amber. Table Talk says it's the threats for me. We've all told her to quit making threats and we'll move on, but threatening us, and especially, yes, and see, I don't have children, so she can't threaten me with DHS or, I mean, go call animal control, and I hope they come over because, they have all the time in the world to come over and watch me cook people food for my dogs. Like, it's made for dogs. I'm not cooking food for me to eat and them to eat. It's for them to eat. But this going after kids, Granny, it's got to stop. You've got to you've just got to stop. And then saying that somebody's talking about your child's vagina when that wasn't even said. And yeah, I'm taking up for Voices right now. And I don't care. Voices, as we all know, she said some things that are terrible, but you're also lying about her, and stop it. You're dumb. Hey, Cole. Hey, good to see you. Hey, Daphne. Thank you, Daphne. Yes, I do make good sense here, or try to, because you know what? I have self-control to not fire up a live as soon as somebody says something about me, and to sit back and think about it and maybe sleep on it a couple of days, or maybe never do it, maybe never do anything. But she's been threatening to come at me for weeks, months. The whole time she was going, "Oh, I'm going to expose Barb." For what? I talked about somebody behind the scenes in a text to you. I might have said, "Oh, I think," I said, I don't, I think it might have been, we were talking. I said, "Yeah, I think CJ's a scammer," because she kept saying, "Oh, who's in your ear, CJ?" And I'm like, "No, I don't talk to CJ. It's desperate behavior." Yes, it is. Um, it's good to see y'all coming in. That's so true. Look, I haven't talked about Granny. I haven't been talking about Granny. I've been doing my own thing over here, you know. And I know they laugh at me and talk about how nobody comes in my chats. I mean, normally I have, 15 to 20 people in here tops. And that's good. That's fine. People want to be better. People want to hear uh me talk about things besides, there's other things in life besides this freaking drama. Did you know character assassination is a sign of jealousy and envy? To cut others down, and I say this all the time. There are people on here, all they want to do is tear people down to climb their way to the top. But you know what? That's not how you get to the top. You're not going to get you're not going to get to the top. You're not going to get I don't know what your goals are, Granny, but you and some of these other people who talk drama all the time, you're not going to get your channel, if that's your goal, if your goal is to make a lot of money. I mean, I heard, and maybe it's just a rumor and gossip, that you were making $7,000 a month at one point. I have a fucking college degree, and I've had 2 and 3 jobs at a time, and I've never made anywhere near $7,000 a month. So get over yourself. Get over yourself and go back to making your big bucks, because if you're trying to get back to that by cutting me down or going at people's kids, that's not going to get you anywhere. You're not going to get any of my subscribers, because my subscribers are, 90% came from shorts videos, and they don't even watch live streams. So that's one reason why I don't have people in here. I mean, that's just one reason. The other reason is, like you say, I'm boring. Maybe I'm boring. Okay, then. I'd rather be a boring ass bitch sitting over here talking about positivity, or, you know, watching a video about some drunk lady, than to hear you screaming at the top of your lungs about somebody when you've totally lost your mind. Why do people watch that? Hey, Welsh, good to see you. Um, why? Well, because she didn't share it. She asked Angela because she doesn't know how to Google, I guess. And then she gets mad. Yeah, I made the hemorrhoid video because, look, how am I supposed to get back at somebody who does all these things she did to me, screaming and yelling and going behind the scenes and telling people not to come over here and going live every time I went live? She was doing that. I wasn't going live about her. So why? Because she didn't want people to watch me because my channel was growing. This was 11,000 subscribers ago, 11,000 ago. And, subscribers come and go. I'm fortunate that I found a way to get subscribers, but that doesn't mean that I'm any better than anybody, or that I have a big channel or anything, because I don't. Okay, Cassandra, I've been threatened with animal control. Yes, I mean, come on. I started cooking for my dogs, I have a screened in, I have a fenced in backyard. Most of the time I go out there with the little boogers, because Rosie's getting old, and she takes an hour to get to the back door sometimes. It seems my house is small, but I'm like, hello, let's go. We're going outside, and I have to go pick her up. But I love them to death, and I mean, they're my kids. So if you did come at my dogs, you'd be coming at my children. And I've lost a dog since I was on YouTube, I had to literally take her and say, would you, I've got to put her down. And in the middle of that, Juror, I will never forget that, Juror. I don't care if you even ever apologized at going at me over something so stupid as saying that I ghosted you in email, when I didn't even ghost your ass. I emailed you back. I've got proof of it. And then, well, I'll handle you an email, Barb. You never even emailed me back after your live. So go get over yourself, Juror. I don't know what your deal is. Oh, Jack's threatened it? Hey, Craftastic says everyone talks behind backs, but whoever puts out what's said in private, yeah, don't put it out. If I said something in private, and anyway, here's another thing, Granny. When you lie about cancer, nobody believes. I mean, I guess some people believe you. You've got your white knighters running around like crazy, but I'm sick of you. Yeah, I don't have the roids either. Hey, Sally, good to see you. Hey, Brandy. Oh, he was saying she doesn't take care of Charlie. Oh, God damn. I mean, my dogs are, look, my dog saved my life a few years back. And, yeah, why don't she talk to her mother? She lives in the same house with her, Penny. Why does she go and ask Angela what to do when all you got to do y'all not Google? I mean, some people don't seem to like know how to Google or something. It's amazing to me. Uh, I imagine her dog spoiled. I mean, when you don't have kids, I know you have kids, but you don't have kids at home. Hey, Grunge Truck, I make chickens, flaxseed, rice, and blueberries. Well, I cooked them a batch of food up, okay? Because I don't like to cook, but they're having ground turkey, chicken livers, oatmeal, um, peas and carrots, sometimes green beans, and sometimes spinach, depending on what I have, if I've been to the store. Well, Daphne, I mean, yeah, but I used to do drama. But I never once made a video about Granny until after I left drama, and she was still talking, and I found out that she had been talking about me. So, I mean, yeah, I did. And that look again, and I most of the time I don't tag her in them. And if she would just shut up about it, nobody would see them. Yes, I do too, CLM, because normally I can't get anybody. I can't get this many people in here. Nobody, wants to come over. But oh, for God's sake, Charlie grabbed the bat and hit you, and you went straight to protect yourself. Real women help others straighten their crowns. Yes, and that bullshit about stealing, Brittany's crown. And I told her back then, I'm like, you don't get somebody's crown by tearing them down. We're trying to build a community over here of people who care about each other and care, about building each other up. I haven't seen Ginger in here today, but we're definitely on a mission to do that. And I've got some things I could help some of you guys with as far as if you want to grow your channel. I've got some things I could help you with. Hey, if you're not a subscriber, well, if you're chatting, you're a subscriber. But if you're not a subscriber and you're just watching, could you go ahead and hit that like button for me? Thank you. I'd really appreciate it. I mean, if you're subscribe, if you're not a subscriber, duh. And hit that like button, y'all. I would really appreciate that too. The story was on YouTube today. Which story? Let me, I know I got on a roll. If you're my friend, okay, Cassandra says, if you're my friend or I like you, the few I don't like you'll know it because I say it either directly to you or out loud. No one has to wonder what I think. That's mostly with me, but I don't like, I don't go around and say I don't like you to people. I don't normally do that, but I avoid a lot of chats, not because I don't like people, but because people like Granny are like, look, she was over in this chat. Well, so what? My dogs love green beans too. She was over in my chat or Dorothy's chat. That's what I heard Juror say the other day. Well, you used to be on her panel every day, Juror. I mean, you used to well, that's how I first knew you when you were crime something. You used to be over there every day. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah. Well, I just added spinach and I didn't think Rosie liked it because that one time I fed him, she was just kind of like sticking her nose up at it. But then I gave it to her about an hour later and she ate it all. Well, definitely, I'm not a nasty person. I'm not perfect. I've done some things in my life. I've done some shitty stuff. Thank you, Table Talk. Yeah, I did. I had to take Shelby, and it was a hard day. It was, fortunately, I still had my two that basically spend 24/7, touching me almost. But, I mean, I never go to the bathroom alone. Welsh says trust and to work things with actual communication. Yeah, communicate. All you got to do is contact that person. Granny, if you have a problem with me, let's talk. We've talked before. Let's talk. And you can record it because I don't care. Snoop Dogg loves baby carrots. Well, I just get the carrots and peas that are chopped, the carrots are in little cubes because Rosie can't chew. She doesn't have top teeth anymore. And so I have to, in the green beans, I'm not sure she can even, I don't know. I'm not a cook. All it is you just put all that food in there and cook it and no spices. And I was telling them yesterday when I was feeding them, I could eat this. I could eat this. I could just put some salt and pepper in here and maybe some garlic and I could eat it right along with y'all. I don't care. Yeah, hi lurkers. Glad you're here. Oh, and I have some blueberries here that I got for me and I haven't eaten them. Hey anonymous. Good to see you. I don't know who you are because you're anonymous. My doggone eat sardines, sweet potatoes. Oh yeah, cottage cheese. Yeah, I'm gonna probably add some sweet potatoes here soon or change it up a little bit. Doggos. Okay, let's see another way. I clipped a couple of videos I thought we could watch. Let's see what this is because I mean that was 2 hours ago. I don't even remember what I ate for breakfast. I'm kidding. I had eggs. All right, let's watch this lady just to give me a little break here for a second. Oh, no, 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 no. Um, yep. Hey, Anon, whoever you are, right? Let's see what this lady says.
All right, what do you do if someone is gossiping and spreading rumors about you? All right, I know that this hurts, but the best thing to do is to act like it doesn't bother you because when this person who's spreading the rumors about you sees that they've gotten under your skin, that gives them power and they've accomplished what they wanted to.
See what I'm saying? Just by doing this today, I'm giving her power, and the lives that were done this week on her are giving her power. I'm just going to start saying them because there's more than one person involved. The things that were done to Amber, I don't agree with. Amber and I, we've talked before, and when she was on jurors that day, she chimed in and said that I had called her a name, and I emailed her and I'm like, what did I call you? Because I'd been being really careful not to go at Amber or say anything about juror, either one, because we had been friends and they had not done anything to me. So I was staying out of all that mess over there. And then they started in on me and I'm like, what? What the fuck? I mean, oh, avocados. Look, Rusty loves iceberg lettuce. Go figure.
Don't let them win.
Don't let them win.
And I know you're saying, well, everyone's going to believe them. No, they're not. The genuine, caring people who are your true friends won't. They will believe you.
See, the people who know you, who like, I'll just use me an example. The people who actually watch me and listen to me know that I'm not over here, doing all this stuff behind the scenes, prying in people's lives, being mean to people. I don't do that. I don't. So, I mean, Oh, Amber likens Amber. Amber, Amber alerts. Never let them see you sweat, but it's perfectly fine to respond. Yes, I do, Cassandra. I do keep it classy as far much as I can. And I mean, I've said some words today that I don't like to really say on my channel, but it's not words that I don't say or think all the time. It's just, I'm not, maybe I'm just more mature in my old age, and I'm not 73, Granny. So, I mean, why do you age shame anyway? I mean, you're going to be lucky if you live to be, I'm almost 63. Less than a month, I'll be, well, a little over a month, I'll be 63. And you know what's worse than being 63? Being dead. And I lost some friends recently. Um, I'm not I'm not happy about, I lost some friends and they were older than me, but you think if people are going to live forever, but even you are not going to live forever. And a lot of you people who make fun of age, what? I say once you're like about 25, because that's when supposedly your brain stops developing, you're an adult. You're really an adult at 18. I mean, you can be sent off to war at 18. You can vote. You can, most states you can't drink alcohol or get medical marijuana or anything till you're old, 21, I guess. It's 21 in my state. But yes, life is too short to keep. Do y'all not know how much time you're freaking wasting on life by doing all this anger and bullshit? They're not, Nat. They're not going to make it to old age. 62, 63, that's not really that old. You'll be there before you know it. It seems like just yesterday I was 40, graduating from college, had the whole world in front of me. Hey, Kiki.
Because they know you. And the people that don't really know you, they're going to get to know you for you. And they're not going to listen to this other person because his or her true colors are going to come out. Believe me, you're not the only one who he's gossiping about. Anybody he feels a little intimidated about, anyone he feels like is a good target, he's going to spread those rumors, those false rumors. So people are going to see his true colors. They're going to find out. And if someone believes him and not you and doesn't really get to know you for you, do you want him as your friend anyway? No.
No, nobody wants to be your friend. And you don't think those people that white knight for you don't side eye you a little bit, Granny? Yeah, they do. She age shames. I don't know what the deal about that is. I don't know why she age shames, because what? I mean, you can talk about how unattractive I am, or that I'm gay, and that's another thing. I got up on her panel and said that I didn't think she was homophobic one time when I had just come out recently on my channel. And I know there's people who have issues with sexuality and anything, but I had no choice. And if you don't understand that, I can't help that for you. And if you're homophobic, Granny, keep your damn mouth shut. It's not cool. I don't care if you're woke or unawoke or brain dead or drugged out or killed all your brain cells. Going at people's sexuality and their age and their race because you're a bigot as well and a racist, it's not cool in this century. Me too, Welsh. This place has aged me. They team up and fuel one another. Vile, hateful content. Kids do that. Yes, CLM. Exactly. They do. They just get together and they just. Urgh. Daphne says, "Do you realize how much energy it takes to be a total twat arse?" I can't hardly say that word. Twat arse. I've never heard that word put together like that. Those two words. Twat arse. Yes. Yes, even if they do see the true colors, they're still going to say to stay with the person, because drama sells. Right. It does. Nobody wants anybody hurt, and someone is going to if this continues. Cole says, you're old when people stop bullying your drinks at the bar or buying you drinks, right? No More says, Barb, you read the 4 agreements. Great little book. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't assume and watch the words you use describing yourself. I know No More. I'm horrible about cutting my own self down. Amber says, I always said that it wasn't worth the energy when I was still with NC, and she'd yell at me for it. It's not worth the energy. Yeah, and what's going to happen when one of these days somebody you're going to catch somebody when they're down and out, and you're going to come at them, and maybe they end up taking their life or something. I mean, maybe that's the point in which they say, I'm over this woman, and then they threaten to do something physical or actually go do something physical to somebody. You got to stop this. Hey, Betty Dan Boop. Let's finish what this lady's saying here.
And also, you're really upset about this now. And in your mind, this is huge. And I understand that. But if you act like completely normal and like it doesn't even bother you, it's going to go away because people forget. They're moving on to the next piece of gossip. And they're not going to care. I know in your mind, it's mortifying. And you do care. And you're not going to forget. But believe me, they will. They will. Like I said, it's going to be yesterday's news. Like a blip on their radar screen. So go about your business like you always have. Like this guy, he doesn't mean anything to you because you give him power when you get upset about what he is saying. And honestly, people will judge you for who you are. So let them see the real you and realize that's not true. And they probably knew that anyway. And this guy, he's going to go away. He's going to go away because people are going to look at him like, you're lying, you're spreading false rumors about people. And pretty soon, people will stop caring and stop listening to him. So I know this is hard right now, but just move on. And like I said, don't give him the power because he doesn't deserve it.
Bingo. These people don't deserve it. Yeah, there's so much, y'all. There's so much going on in the world. Why do we have to constantly people don't believe that shit, right? They don't believe it. Every person and situation is powerless without your reaction. So Granny can go over there and scream and yell and talk about Brittany and say this and that about Brittany. But really what's fueling her fire is when Brittany goes live. And I don't know if Brittany's still in here. This isn't against you, but we all do it. And I'm doing it right now. Brittany goes live and talks about it. And then it fuels it. And then when you got on Jurors panel, I don't know what was going on over there, but for y'all to go over there and scream and yell, I mean, 6 hours and 26 minutes, I think, was that one live. And then the next day, you're over there screaming and yelling after you went live on your channel with your true crime. And I remember very strongly, very clearly, as bad as my memory is, I remember Granny and all your people who used to be the people who used to be over here, a couple of them were mods for me. They bought super chats, they bought memberships, they bought things off my wish list. They were all over here having a great time until you started talking shit about me to everybody. And then they left, and that's fine. They weren't my friends, but for them to now say, oh, she's boring. Well, you were over here throwing money at boring. So what does that say about you? Your money's so loose that you just throw it at boring? No, you were over here having a good time. Y'all's thing is y'all like the gossip and the screaming and yelling and the going at each other and the streaming people because you loved it when I did well, I didn't scream and yell, but when I was going at Natasha and we were going back, it sounded like we were going back and forth sometimes. And y'all love that. What's boring to y'all is when I'm not talking about the drama. So you got it all twisted because I let that get in my head too. Barb's boring. Kiki says, what I don't understand is the creators don't like somebody and you go to their channel, their whole chat don't like you no more, right? Yes, the screeching and screaming. Oh my gosh, it makes my throat hurt. Why do they have to follow that creator just because they don't like someone? Yes. Oh no, I was going to say a minute ago is that I keep losing that thought. CLM says, I don't love the screaming and yelling. Guess I'm a weirdo. I don't like it either because it brings up my childhood trauma, which Granny made fun of because I mentioned to her, we were arguing, right? She was mad at me about something that I posted. And so she was screaming and yelling at me. And she was texting me and I was driving. So I called her and she's all big mad and everything. You heard it on another creator's channel. I keep losing my train of thought. Just give me a second here. Because I mean, I got too many thoughts. Oh yeah, she made fun of my trauma. I heard her talking about it on her channel and saying that I was crying to her about, no, I'm trying to explain to you how things affect me and why I don't enjoy the drama. It's because when I'm hearing somebody screaming and yelling, it reminds me of being home as a child. And a lot of that trauma is buried. And I don't, when you react, a lot of time you're reacting to trauma from your past. Oh, thanks, Cassandra. Welcome to the family. Large creators don't want their subs giving you money. They think that it's money that could. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, somebody gave Barb money. Yeah, Cassandra, thank you so much for joining. You're nerdy. Well, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Neither is Granny. But yeah, I called her that day and I'm like, she was saying that she's always saying that I had CJ in my ear. And I don't know. I was emotional. I was depressed at the time. I was going through my own, I have major depressive disorder. I'm not right now. I was a few months back. Well, I mean, she probably is hurting for money, but I'm not the right place to come get it because like I say, I mean, it's been taking me a couple of months to get, enough money to get monetized for the month. And Will says, I'm not an angel on here, especially last couple of weeks, but so triggering been happening, but I don't like what I've become. It's not nice feeling this way. Yes, we have to believe in how, like, what affects me may not affect her. And obviously her thing, oh, I know what I was going to say. Sorry. Before I forget it. I swear to God, I keep forgetting. I know. I'm so embarrassed. Okay, just a second. She was going at me saying that I can't hear because of Baby Shark, but I'll listen back in carpool. That's funny. Chris, you're funny. I don't know why that. I guess maybe God or somebody's telling me don't say what you're about to say because I swear every time it comes to my mind, I lose it. She kept saying, and her people kept saying that I said, I'm not doing drama anymore. I stopped doing drama. I stopped going live because I couldn't get myself together enough to go live back several months back. And they were saying, they would see me in a chat and I would hear them or see them saying, well, she was in so-and-so's chat. I thought you weren't doing drama. And they were coming in here. I was having to delete them all the time. I thought you weren't doing drama. Why are you talking about drama? And I get sick of that. I get sick of that. But Granny, what are you doing? Just because you're not doing drama, live streams, and really what you're doing is a lot of drama from what I've been told. I don't watch, but just look at your thumbnails and stuff. You're not really doing, you're doing true crime drama, I would say. And then I know that sometimes at the end of your live streams, because I've heard people talk about it, I think TT covered one, you started talking shit at the end of that. You can't be not doing drama and doing true crime and going around on other people's panels yelling and screaming about, Brittany. I mean, come on, or me, or whoever you. I don't like. I try to ignore you. Yeah, and it's none of your business where people go, right? But we can't control her, right? We can't control her. So what do? If we ice her out with that, I mean, y'all help me out here because I've got no problem icing her out. I mean, this is the first time I've talked directly about Granny because I'm saying her name today in quite a while. And I have no problem with icing out all the drama. I don't need the drama to build my channel. In fact, it hurts my channel. So, you can't control other people. If you aren't a public figure, you have little recourse. And sometimes even if you are, it happens anyway. I mean, we can talk shit on Taylor Swift or, somebody like that because they're not going to know, right? And they're a public figure and they're, open game. We're all open game if we're a creator, but that doesn't mean we have to react to it. Yeah, she does it on everybody else's channel, Lacey. How are you? And going real live. Yes, and going real live because she admitted just a clip I heard yesterday. I guess it was on TT's or I don't even know where it was. She was talking about she was talking about what Dorothy Sheriff said. Well, how would you know what Dorothy Sheriff said if you didn't call? Or was that all just made up that her sheriff said she was the biggest crackhead in town? Who knows what you're saying? You lie all the time because you know why? Because you're a pathological liar and you don't have any self-control, Granny. And you need to learn some. But as long as she's got people over there white knighting for her, all these panels that she's going on, she can't stand CJ, but she's over there on CJ's panel for hours. She can't stand CJ. Live in light. Live in light. Live authentically, and the cream will rise to the top. Hold your boundaries and eliminate or don't allow toxic people into your life. Have y'all heard that? The cream will rise to the top. I mean, it's frustrating to me that, typically I have struggled to get people in my live streams because I stopped doing any of the drama and I cover a multitude of topics and I don't know, people are not coming in and it's frustrating. Yeah, it hurts my feelings, but I tell myself, in the long run, and other people have, emailed me and made comments about, keep doing you, Barb. And that's what I'm trying to do because this isn't my one thing in life that I can, peg myself. Oh, look what I did. It's not even about that. This is how I'm spending my retirement right now. I'm enjoying growing a channel. It's fun. It's challenging. And I'm doing all this stuff. I'm not here for the drama. I was going after Natasha and Mrs. P, and I stopped well over a year ago. I don't know the exact date. And I'm not doing that anymore. But I'm also not going to ignore every time these freakazoids come at me. I'm tired of talking around them. Yeah, Cole. And sometimes if they're dragging somebody who I actually care about and like if they were over there dragging Betty Dan Boop about something, I would be like, no, I'm leaving. She comes to all my chats, you know? And I'm not gonna do that. Yes, I'm officially asking for advice no more. And you say ignorance and ghost to troublemakers. Yes. Let's just freeze them all out, you know? The best thing you can do is nothing because if you react more, then you will also spread rumors indirectly about yourself. Ignore because rumors are temporary. Well, I know they're not really temporary on here. I mean, maybe that's not good advice because on here, rumors aren't temporary. They come back. They come back and bite you in the ass, a few months later. Yes, Maisie. She says, I will never understand people who have such empty, God, have such empty lives that they spend time on YouTube stalking to see who goes where. It's pathological. It is. How do you are on somebody's live stream into the wee hours of the morning and the next day you go live and then later that day you're on another stream screaming, get some sleep. Y'all don't know how important sleep is. I try to tell everybody. Identify the people who are spreading rumors about you. If possible, talk with them and ask, what is your fucking problem? Focus on your goals. Y'all, let's set some goals for our channels and stop giving them any, what is it? We call that in the newspaper business. Just don't give them any space. CJ and GW, no, they don't, Trisha. They can't stand each other. Is there anybody hey, Mark, is there anybody who wishes to come up and discuss this? I haven't had anybody on panel in forever. Yeah, that's true, Daphne. They do. There's a lot of people. Trisha. Trisha says, I typically don't address things that people say about me. It's about situations and hypocrisy mostly. Yeah, Trisha, I do that. I'll sometimes take what's going on and use that as a topic, but I don't specifically talk about who's doing it. But yes, rumors can be catastrophic. And when it comes into defiling, slander, and defamation, and all these things, if you're hurting another person, we can go to court over you. We could go take you to court. Kiki says, sorry, not sorry, but I'm a great grandma and I go wherever I want. And if people want to get mad at me and not talk to me no more, that's their problem, not mine. No disrespect to anyone. She made a post about me and T. Adams. Let's go see what it says. I guess Granny's watching me. Granny's watching. Granny's screaming. Granny made a post about me. Well, she got nothing better to do. Isn't it the time of day you usually go live, Granny? Let's see what she says. Did T. Adams happen to mention this? Because there's more. CJ is worth keeping around. She's no threat. I think it may be a good idea for you to low-key tell your subs to unsub from Barb. I'm feeling snake vibes, Jess, and I'm a good judge of character. And then that's what she's claiming. I mean, I guess she's saying that T. Adams said this. And then she's posted another thing where Andrea Mom says Barb seems to be different behind the scenes when GW is up on her panel or she is with her. She changes her tune fucking nut. She's a 60-year-old woman controlled by a 30-something-year-old nothing. Wow. Granny. Well, I don't share behind the scenes stuff, Granny. And I've talked to T. Adams and she told me that she said things about me. So I mean, who's she with now? Me. Who's she with? Was she with you? Yeah. Um, that's nice that you have so much to say. Um, Andrew, mom and I don't we don't care for each other, so I don't really. I think that speaks more about you than me. But no, I mean, Granny never had control of me. But yes, I am easily influenced by my surroundings. Maisie says, Betty, I am not watching a particular live, then I'm not on YouTube. Just watch and spying on people. It is crazy how people know what one said in a particular chat. Um, yeah, Betty Dan Boop, you can chat without being used as content. Let them. I mean, if that's all they have, there's a whole world of stuff out here. Do y'all want to be happy in life, or do you want to be in the middle of this drama? Uh, Hold on just a second. Just got a message. Let's see. Hey, Brittany, have you been here the whole time, or you just coming back? I didn't know if you wanted to say anything, because I mean, Granny's already, I guess, gone over there and made some kind of a post sharing T Adams. Like, T Adams isn't even around here anymore, and she's not even been on. I know where she's been. We talk. We talk, and she told me months ago that she said things about me. You know what? And so did Angela. And they've apologized. So if they can twist an emoji, they will. Right? You can't stop people from saying anything. It's a free country. I don't know what y'all's countries are if you're not in the US, but it's a free country over here. And we have, hey, Bones, and we have free will and the First Amendment. And hold on. Yeah, T Adams isn't on the platform anymore. As far as I know, and she's told me that she's not even, she'll say, I haven't even been on YouTube. That's what she tells me. So I don't think she's on here very much. I mean, I don't even talk to her that much. We don't, she works. She's got things to do when she gets home. She doesn't like, it's very rare that we even talk on the phone or anything. But T Adam, I'm not worried about. Go ahead, Granny, show everything. Show everything. You've been threatening to come at me all this time. Keep on with yourself. Yeah, the First Amendment. And I'm not changing alliances, Maisie. I mean, I left Granny without saying anything about it. And then I got, you know, I found out the truth because Angela was sharing it. I could seal your fate and damage you and your loved one. Oh, it could. Like really, when you're talking shit on people, you could actually cause them a lot of problems, and it could seal your fate and damage you and your loved ones. People can be vicious and malicious. Be careful and be aware. Oh, Brittany, you were? She would allow G-dubs to lie and slander me and others the way that she did. I know. Yeah, I know, JL. She completely cut out her side of that. Granny was no telling what Granny was telling people, because I know she told Angela a lot of stuff about me, like I was stealing her content because, oh my gosh, she was going to do a bingo live, and Barb did a bingo live. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Barb did a Handmaid's Tale live. I was going to do that. Well, go do it. I don't copy off of people. I get ideas and I do them. If I say I'm going to do something, most of the time I do it. Sometimes I don't. But I don't get ideas from a 30-something-year-old lunatic. No More says, after my stroke this year, I refuse to let anyone roil me up. I may not agree with you, but will support your right to say it. Yep. Yeah, it's just awful, Brittany. And yes, and don't, Brittany, don't let her make you that mad. Don't, because she's not worth it. Nobody's worth that. Just because she has uncontrolled outbursts doesn't mean that we have to. Correct, you and correct. And I didn't know the story of Big Al until I heard you tell that yesterday. Brittany, I didn't even like I watch your channels and I'm a member of your second channel, but with true crime, I'm just real like I get into one case and I don't get into a whole lot of them. I just because I spend a lot of time on my channel and I can't listen to 14 or 15 true lives a day and get anything done on my channel because it takes time to make videos. It takes time to write stuff. It takes time to come up with ideas. And, I don't watch everything, but I didn't know about the whole Big Al thing. Oh, Maisie, yes, they can't stand each other. See, she can't stand CJ. And look, all you got to know about Granny is she lied about cancer. We've got the proof. And the other thing was she went back to her abuser after, which, if you're only in touch with your abuser via the internet, why did you go back to him? Why did you go back to this person that you cried and whined about and e-begged about and, ooh, and then you go back to him? I mean, were you lying then or are you lying now? You just trying to build your channel. There's other ways to build it. Again, I could give a lot of tips on some things that I know would immediately impact people's views and subscribers, but I'm not telling that to y'all. I mean, not y'all that are watching or that are participating. If y'all want information, contact me. I'll share with you. I could share probably 3 or 4 tips that would help you right now. She was unhinged. Yeah, Brett, and yeah, Mark. Brittany has a lot of friends, and the lies that people tell. But if you're going to believe somebody who would lie to you and e-bag over money for that lie, over lying about cancer, and then I never said I had cancer. There's all kinds of proof that you did say that. I mean, shut up. JL says, when the Al thing happened, I told Britt not to even make it public because I knew people would flip it into something it wasn't. It made perfect sense what I heard her say yesterday. It sure did. I mean, if your husband comes in there and says it bothers me for this man to be calling here, then you only have one option. And she wasn't having an affair with him. I don't see how that would have happened. Yeah, she needs to be. I mean, she needed to be. All right. Is there anybody who wanted to come up and have a say? Remember Granny kissing up to Brittany when Britt hit? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she did. Really, the only thing Granny has ever done is bring me and my channel down. Now, yes, she was coming up when she was coming on my channel. I wasn't comfortable when she would take over my live streams, but I didn't know what to do. I'm sitting here with somebody. This is all new to me, going live, and it was new to me back then. Having somebody on my channel who just takes it over, I didn't want to make her mad. We had a lot of the same subscribers. I didn't know what to do. I had people emailing me, I can't come to your chat anymore because Granny's in there. And I was like, well, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do. I don't really like other people to determine what I do on my channel. And then she talks shit about me. So fine, Granny. Yeah, why does it matter? So done with it says. Why does it matter where Brittany lives? Who she lives with? What she does on her free time? You're not going to get her subscribers to leave her because she goes in crama chats. You're just not. And they're certainly not going to run over there to you, Granny. You're nothing like Brittany. You can't take her crown. She doesn't even have a crown anyway. We all have Burger King crowns. I should wear mine. And why does it matter that I'm 62 years old? And when she's 73. God. Do you make fun of your parents' age? Because I'm sure they're like around my age. Boy, if you were my kid, whoo, you would not be living under my roof. There's no way. No. I'd be like, go get a damn job. Hey, Bone says, I'm consistent. I don't talk off here with anyone. I only speak with Kelly most days at I'm happy with that. I don't get the mess. It's easier. Oh, Andrea mom's not in here, is she? I see people talking to Andrea mom, but she's not in here. Where's Andrea mom? See, I think she's got me blocked. She thinks I have her blocked, but I mean, I don't. Only Natasha has a crown. I remember cutting back on coming here when that person kind of, yes, Maisie. Yes, a lot of people say she took over my channel, but I don't know. I wasn't perfect. I'm not perfect today. I don't know. Did you just say, yes, Burger King crowns? I can't see Andrea. So, I mean, I don't have you blocked or you wouldn't be in my chat. So I think there's a glitch maybe because we're not. And, Andrea and I had a thing about liking. I didn't know about this thing that Granny just shared. I didn't know she was talking about that. But MKB and her were making fun of liking, and it was centered around him doing it with some guy. And I took offense to that as far as the LGBTQ thing. And I posted a message, and then they went live. So, I was not able to go live at that moment. I did go in there and try to say, this is why I'm upset, but I'm not one to just jump on a live. And I had just used my medical marijuana. I was like, whoa. So no, I don't use that. I don't vape that before I go live because you think I'm going to forget what I'm talking about? Yeah. Then it will be fixed. I mean, I can't see her, so 60s aren't bad. People mocking 60. Well, that's what I'm saying, Maisie. 60, whatever. No, I don't. Welsh, I don't have her blocked. We've had this conversation many times. I've been in her chat. She can see me in her chat, but I can't see her in here. I think there may be some kind of glitch, but I don't have her blocked. I don't, I have a problem. What's she saying? Well, yeah, somebody tell me what she's saying, because if she's saying something bad about me, then I need to know. But if Granny's gonna, okay, yeah. So, did T. Adams mention this, Barb? She's such a fucking liar. Here, I'll put it up. 60s is the new 40. No, I've looked, and Andrea's not blocked. Please, someone just let her know that her comment was very, very long ago when GW and I were on her panel, and she was believing her and letting her. Oh, from that one time that you came up, Andrea mom. Yeah, I can understand. I mean, you said something about me. So what? T. Adams said something about me. I don't know why she was getting a snake vibe from me, but she was throwing money at Jessica, and Jessica turned her nose on her. So, I mean, I wouldn't be too proud of that if I were you, Jessica. You just lost somebody who was financially helping you and trying to mentor you a little bit. So there's that. But here, I'm not worried about this. Hey, Barb, did T. Adams mention this to you? Did she happen to mention this? CJ is worth keeping around. She's no threat. Oh, that's dumb. Sorry. I love T. Adams, but that was oh, you're such a character right there. T. Adams was not good. And I think it may be a good idea for you to low-key tell your subs to unsub from Barb. See, I knew she was doing that. Snake vibes. Barb seems to be different behind the scenes when GW is up on her panel. or she is with her, she changes her tune, fucking nut. She's a 60-year-old woman controlled by the 30-something-year-old nothing. They all always fail to mention the extra she, whatever that means. Jill says, I swear it's just too much. Jill, you know, Jill was a mod for me. Jill was a mod for me, and she stopped coming in when Granny was telling everybody not to come in, and so I unmodded her. That's and then one day I said something about Jill. Oh yeah, the time that I said that because Jill would we would talk on the phone because she wanted her husband to come up on my live stream because he's an attorney. He's a defense attorney, a public defender. And, it would fit all in with talking about stuff. And that was fine. But whenever we would talk on the phone, literally, I would have to say that I had to get off the phone. I got to go because I couldn't get a word in edgewise. That's just how she is on the phone. If that's how you are on the phone, that's cool. But Jill, that's why I didn't want your husband. I couldn't. You would go, do you want to talk to him? And I'm like, I just sat and, I would just be so frustrated. I'd be like, no. She said someone messages her and told her you read out some comment that GW made. She then said she wanted to say when that, oh yeah, well, I got the message. Daphne says, right, folks, I'm starving like Marvin's still going to cook. Thanks, Barb. Nice live and chat. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being here, Daphne. Yeah, and I had Brittany up here one time. We were having she got her channel got taken down, or she got a strike or something, and she came up here and Brittany, remember that time that I helped y'all straighten that thing out about the content getting struck because you had those thumbnails that person had made for you? There was another thing that I did some other time we had, like I was a really good mediator. I could do that for some of y'all, but I'm not. Yeah, age is just a number. And if you can't get to be, go read your obituaries in your area and see how many people your age and younger die, and see how many people my age and younger die. Not everybody's guaranteed to live past or to even be born alive. So, yeah, Brittany, she's terrible. Maisie gets a standing ovation. Yes, appreciate our experience and knowledge. Cassandra, there was a time I fell for CJ's act. There's no shame in being wrong. Exactly. Milan had plenty to say about Jill. I'm sure she did. Everybody can see Andrea, Mom. She and I, for some reason, it's a glitch because I've checked. I don't have her blocked. If she was blocked, she wouldn't be able to be in here if I had her blocked. Granny chases people away. Yes, Mark. Yes, Brittany. Anybody who went along with that yesterday, with what was being said and the way it was being said, with so much, you were so angry, Granny. I don't know that I've ever been that angry to scream and yell at somebody and lie and just throwing shit out. She's right. Yeah, she's over there. What can I find? What's something Barb did? What's something? Go ahead, Granny. Bone said she tried to stop me talking to Jill and said she was evil, but I'm guessing they are all probably friends. Of course they are. They're all friends. Jill, the pick me girl. Yeah. Hey, Whisper. Well, your ears still hurt from her yelling. I haven't heard, I can't listen to her. I can't listen to her when she's not mad screaming. Do you hear what I'm saying? I can't. When she's not mad screaming, she's just got that, and it's just nasty. Bone says, I saw that Amber said she was scared of Lycan. Yeah, she did. She admitted it. Like, he was asking her, are you scared of me? And she was like, well, no. Well, and then she said, and Again, why would you even expect anything different from Lycan when you've seen this happen with all these people? Everybody knew this was going to be the outcome. Amber, we knew. But you want to talk about me and say that I called you some name, but you won't tell me where or who, because I didn't. I've never called her any names in a chat. Yes, Brittany, and she got mad at me because this was the last time we talked, was that day I said I was driving, and she was mad at me because I said it didn't appear that she was working a recovery program, and she said, "How dare you?" And then telling me that I relapsed. I haven't relapsed. I have been unclean and unsober since I was 40 years old. I'm 63. I mean, too. Remember that? I was clean and sober for 6.5 years after I stopped doing cocaine and decided to get clean and sober off of everything, because it almost literally almost killed me several times. And it was just better for me to just be clean and sober. And I was in college too. I went to college during that time, and it would be really hard to go to work full time, have a volunteer job, have a part-time job on weekends, and study and go to classes, because I had to go to classes. None of this was online. Everything we did was on campus. That takes a lot of time. And I certainly couldn't be drugged out and doing all that. But if I didn't even finish high school, I certainly wouldn't be talking about anybody else and how good or bad they are, or dumb, or, you know. Yeah, yes, fears rejection. Yes. Yes, they are, Betty Damboot. I had a cardiac arrest at 41, Whisperer said, and I was the 1% that survived. Oh, wow. Well, congratulations for making it through that. Yeah, I don't have her blocked. I don't have her blocked. I've looked. We've had this conversation. If I had you blocked, you couldn't be in here. So, and I've been in yours since, you said, and I've been in yours, Andrea. She did. Brittany, she did. She talked about him to her friends, and they threw him under she threw him under the bus, but so did they. And I don't think it was right of them to go live and tell all this nipple rubbing secrets. I don't think that's right. But I never knew that there was anybody in the world that liked having their nipples rubbed when they lay down in bed. I mean, I don't know why. I just never thought about that as a way of soothing. So does that mean he self-soothes a lot? That feels good. Yeah, she makes fun of older folks when her name is Granny. It was a good live. You just can't do the screaming, really? Andrea, can you see Betty Damboot? Milan probably told her that, and she didn't. Well, I know Milan hates me, and that's okay. I mean, I haven't spoken of her in a long time, and I'm not going to speak ill of her in here. I did hear Lycan talking bad about her, and I do have the clip of that, but I'm not going to. Look, Milan, we had our issues, and we don't like each other. So, I mean, I don't know why people want to why do you want to fool around with people you don't care about? I don't like you. You don't like me. Let's just leave each other alone. Cassandra says, yes, Cole, she's a trapped flying monkey and is suffering from cognitive dissonance. She feels something is wrong, but won't accept it. It's a tough place to be in. The only time Granny's not screaming is when she's asleep. Really, Cole? That must be peaceful to others, Betty Damboot said. Because when I asked for proof of you doxing, she couldn't prove it. No, because I didn't dox Milan. I've never doxed Milan. I've never doxed anybody. That was right after I got doxed. Maybe the person who doxed me doxed her, but she thinks it was me because it happened right after I got doxed. You think I'm going to get doxed and be upset about it and then go run out and dox somebody else? No. That would just be stupid. I found out how bad it felt to be doxxed, so I'm gonna run out and dox. No, no, I didn't get to be 62 years old by being stupid. Barely. I mean, there's a lot of stupid that I've done, but that ain't it. Yeah, the nipples. Trisha says, I don't agree with divulging personal information and it has to be done to me. It's never the way to go. It's not. And that's why I'm not calling up things on my phone about people. That's why I'm not. Everything that I do on here that I'm going to reveal intimate details of happened on here. It didn't happen on emails. It didn't happen on, if I'm going to give out details about it. Oh, the nipple play was not a secret. I didn't know that, Cassandra. You don't know and you don't care, Betty Damboop. How did you listen to it if there was, Betty Damboop, tell me how this live stream, which I've only heard clips of, was good despite the screaming. So Betty Damboop and Andrea can see each other? It's not right to dox people. I mean, she probably told Amber that you said something about her, and Amber probably didn't check. Oh, when Amber said that I called her some name. See, I didn't know that they were real tight because, Amber and I have discussed Milan and a long time ago, and I was having a lot of trouble with her. And Amber tried to tell her, Barb says she's not going to talk about you anymore. I mean, I'm not quoting because I'm not divulging anything. But I mean, I think we both agreed not to talk about each other, so I haven't been talking about her. If someone will publicly scream at strangers, imagine how they scream to their children, parents, siblings. Ugh. Max is nuts, Lacey says. Yeah, Betty Damboop. Well, if nobody wants to come up, then I'm just gonna. I really the best thing you can do. The long story short is ignore people you don't like. Just don't listen to them. If somebody is saying something bad about you, ignore it. Most of us get to a point where we just can't take it anymore, or we want to have our say. I don't know that I was at that point, but I want to give everybody some insight about where I am with this stuff. And again, and I do want to reiterate, if any of you have a channel and you want some tips on YouTube on how to grow your channel, I have some little things that you could do that would really help you. Reach out. My email is thescoopwithbarb@gmail.com. Here, let me put it in here. I would love to help people. I'm not out here. I can't throw money at people. I can't do anything like that. I want to help people. That's what my channel, yeah, my channel's not 100% about helping other people. I started out talking about scammers. I still will talk about scammers. I still will talk about drunk people who get arrested. I'll show that. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not an angel sitting here who never does anything that I regret or that I feel like was not something that I should have done or that was wrong. Or, I'm not over here. I'm not this angelic. I'm not. What you see is what you get with me. And Brittany can tell you, Brittany and I have talked behind the scenes. Brittany has gone public and said this about me. Barb is the same. I don't know if Brittany and we don't talk that often, but I'm sure we've mentioned other people, or I'm not going to speak for her, but I'm sure I've mentioned other people, but I'm not going behind the scenes. I'm not doing background checks on people and reporting them and calling their sheriff. And, I don't do that. So just get over yourself. Cassandra, for those who don't watch, hers is just good to know. Oh, they became close again. They belong together. Everybody can see Andrea but me. That would be hate growing YouTube. It's hard. I can give you some tips, Bones, really. I mean, we could do a private live stream and I could help some of you out with that, but I don't want it shared with somebody that is an enemy. I don't, maybe that sounds terrible, but I don't want to give any tips to somebody like Granny who is trying to take everybody's crown, their invisible crown, away from them. Well, Maisie apparently Lycan likes to have his nipples rubbed when he's asleep or laying down to go to sleep. Bob, no more. Thanks for being here. We need to talk about the RL and the aftermath of doing this, about the real life. With all the things you have said today, I don't know if I'd feel safe emailing anyone on here. Oh, okay, Flame. Well, I don't share private emails. Juror never stopped her, Cheryl. That's the thing is, from what I understand, like I said, I did not watch that. I clicked on it, and then I heard some clips of it last night, but I didn't. No, I don't watch Juror anymore because she said lies about me. She said lies about me and accused me of ghosting her. How do you ghost somebody when you emailed them back? Now, I went all through this, but apparently she's claiming that she emailed me and I ghosted her. And maybe there was another email that I didn't actually get. But look, if somebody's ghosting me or I feel like somebody's ignoring my email and I really want to talk to them, I'll just email them back and say, hey, I really wanted to discuss this with you. But no, she goes on a live stream and says that I ghosted her. Oh, how I can't talk like her, but Barb ghosted me. She ghosted me. And the email was something about I hope you're okay. I have sciatica too, and I'm sorry about your doggy or whatever, how she was being really nice and everything. And I wrote her back and I said, yes, we're on the way to I'm about to leave, or I'm on my way to the vet right now. I was sitting in my recliner waiting for time to go to the vet to take my dog, to put my dog down. And there's just no excuse for that. There's no excuse for that. And then for Amber to chime in and say, yeah, Barb and I used to be friends, but she called me a name. And I'm like, what? Where? I had tried and tried and tried not to talk about y'all. And I barely even go into drama chat. So, well, it's been an informing day, but really, guys, please don't feed them. We got to not feed this person. We got to not feed these people when they're doing this. Let them. It's called preaching to the choir. When you've got all your people around you and white knighters and all these people around you who love you and don't care what you do, that's bad for other people, and you're feeding her. You're feeding Granny and Juror and CJ when you're giving them money and stuff to do this stuff. I mean, stop it. Flame emailing's not safe with a lot of people, but you can also have an anonymous email. You don't have a channel that I know of. I'm not going to do anything to you, but if you don't, that's fine. If y'all want to, and that's the thing. People are going to judge all of us by how a creator acts. We're not all like that. I think we just need to ice them out. Yes, it's called an echo chamber. Why do people really have to communicate through emails or on the phone from here? Don't people have real lives? Flame, I guess some of us do. But I mean, sometimes we make friends with people. I email, there's a couple of people I email and talk to. I talk to some people on the phone. Yes, we are all enabling this behavior by watching and giving them views, by not standing up to them. Granny said a long time ago that I'm an easy target. How is it? She always says, matter of fact, you're an easy target, Barb, because you're a mousy or whatever she said. I don't care. She screamed about 8 people in about 15 minutes. Wow, Cheryl. We get judged for being in chats. Exactly. All right, I'm going to go. This has been long enough of me ranting and raving in my style. I think that we can deal with these people, but I do think that we have to iced him out. And, you know, I got more important things to do than fight with Granny online. So I'm going to go back to, but I'm also not going to let you shut me up or shut me down or make me not want to say anything, because what you're saying is effectively trying to take me down. It's not effective. It's ineffective at taking me down, but I'm not going to let you do that to me. Amber says, I'm friends with Barb off YouTube and have a real life. We can connect with people like that. Betty, I heard it on Andrea's. You're privated it. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go. Y'all have a great day. Remember to take care of yourself. If somebody has a problem with me, please come to me with it, and don't spout it off in a live stream about how I ghosted you, or, or, oh my gosh, somebody said this about you a year ago. I'm not worried about it, Granny. Keep coming at it. I know. I know who my friends are and who they're not, and the rest of y'all, I'm side-eyeing. So, yeah, it was sick. All right, bye. I gotta go. Be kind to yourself and take care of yourself, and have a great rest of the Monday. Bye.